Hello everyone and welcome back to Through Bards and the Maiden. This video is kind of a special sort of thing. This is not filmed at any of the open mic locations that I often film at. This is actually filmed at a library nearby, and this is going to be a gentleman named Ben Travers. And Ben Travers is from Grand Rapids. He is kind of doing a tour of libraries and other sorts of venues like that. And he does Irish folk songs, and he does Americana folk songs, which, means the age of the trains. And he also does some sea shanties, which are always a lot of fun. I attended his little concert, and I filmed one of his original songs, and unfortunately I wasn't quite fast enough with my phone camera, so I didn't get all of his intro. I missed like half of the first verse. And his little story that he was talking about. Anyway, this is a Great Lakes sea shanty, and apparently this is sometimes when we have Great Lakes stories, we remember the Edmund Fitzgerald where everybody died, and and because the storms on the Great Lakes, they're rough. People don't, because they're called lakes, people don't realize it. They're actually an inland sea. They have their own tides, and the weather can be kind of tough on those. So this particular story, there were 25 crewmen on this barge, this ship, and the ship ran aground, but every one of the lives were saved, so 25 lives were saved. So that in itself is kind of unusual, because most of the folk songs and stuff about shipwrecks on the Great Lakes are just disasters. Well, 25 lives were saved, so I don't think that's such a disaster. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I enjoyed Ben Travis's video, and I'll see you on the end screen.
For a while, the winds might be brisk on the northern Great Lakes. It was business as usual for the ship and her mates. They were 45 miles off the Keweenaw coast. The fog rolling in was as white as a ghost. The winds they picked up and the waves they gained height. Whispers of gales filled the crew all with fright. The snow blocked out all but a 50-foot view, so there was no warning for what would ensue. A terrible wave as tall as the sky crashed down on the Waldo and threw her awry. With the pilot house gone and the steel floors bent, around that peninsula for safety they went. But in the commotion, the rudder it failed, left the rives in the hands of that harrowing gale. In the Gull Rock they were thrown and did crash, wedged in the rocks by the wind's mighty wrath. But that good Captain Donaldson, quick on his toes, held full steam ahead to the men down below. Into the furnace they shoveled their coal, wedged in the rocks for to stop the lake's bold. They flooded the hold away, hurt down more. Those were the brave orders amidst the lake's roar. Up in the bow went the women and men, and their canine companion, their four-legged friend. Huddled for warmth, they had nothing in store. Were they destined to be on the steps of death's door? Minutes and hours and days passed on by. The door frozen over sealed them inside. They burned all their furniture just to stay warm. They keep them alive through the terrible storm. From Eagle Harbor and Portage arrived life-saving sailors. They came just in time. Brandishing axes, they broke their way through and found that good captain and his bully crew. It seemed that Great Lake laid a claim on their souls. Sorrowful would have been the old death bell's tolls. The life-saving sailors brought them back to land and saved every life of dog, woman, and man. 25 lives on the Waldo did board. The 25 lives would go on to live more, thanks to the orders that Donaldson gave. Those 25 lives lived the rest of their days.
So I hope you really enjoyed that. I love sea shanties and Americana music and that kind of thing. Let's see. That was Ben Travers. Travers, yeah, Traverse, and he has 3 or 4 albums out. He's from Grand Rapids. Let's see, I have his business card here, so let me read some more of this. The name of his, I guess, studio is Earthwork Music. And there is a telephone number, but I am not going to list his telephone number on YouTube. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so this is an end screen. So somewhere around here, there'll be a little dot to like and subscribe. I'm going to say I'm wishing you all peace, love, and light, and a life filled with harmony. And over there, there's going to be a couple of videos. I hope you'll watch them. And I guess that's all I have to say. Bye.